Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and some more Star Wars Battlefront 2 news. I'm not back home and ready to cover all the news coming out, so this week I've got, of course, the news update today, as well as a Fallen Order update and top 5 Anakin plays planned, as well as pretty much daily streams this entire week. But as for the news, we got a couple of comments here from both Ben and Jay in regards to Battlefront 2. Starting off with the community transmissions. In March, we are getting 4 community transmissions, which is the lightsaber changes, new reinforcements, new game mode, and lastly, of course, the normal update community transmission that we do get at the end of each month. We will not be getting any community transmission this week, but Jay did confirm that we're getting 2 next week, which is the lightsaber changes and the new reinforcements. So look forward to those in the next week, and then I would imagine that the week after that will probably be the large-scale game mode, and the last week, when the update most likely arrives, will probably be the actual update community transmission. As for the community calendar, Jay did say that we will most likely be getting that next week, so I'm guessing that means that there's not going to be an event this weekend, or it could still be an event, just that it won't be pre-announced by the actual community calendar. So they might be finalizing events around the large-scale mode or similarly, and that might be why we haven't gotten it yet. And then for a couple of bug fixes that they have confirmed that they will be fixing. Of course, saber blocking is a big issue after the last patch, where it just randomly turns off, mostly during hero-to-hero combat. One workaround for this is that if you drain your entire stamina bar, the blocking will usually start working again. So keep that in mind if the blocking does stop working until they have fixed it, which probably won't be until the end of the month update, I'd imagine. They've also confirmed that the Obi-Wan damage reduction bug will be fixed, where he has the 80% damage reduction way longer than the actual push lasts. And they've also confirmed that the AT-RT reticle being completely off has also been fixed on a local build, so that will be pushed out into a public build sometime soon. As for Anakin, they do have balancing tweaks currently going through QA. I don't know if they've gone into specifics about what they're gonna be yet, but I'd imagine that heroic might be like the big thing that would change there. I don't think he needs a lot of nerfs, to be honest. It's just the fact that heroic might can one-shot heroes from a very long range is what I think needs to be addressed. I think like a 300 or 400 damage cap would be good enough, because you will still be able to get these satisfying multi-kills against normal troopers, but you shouldn't be able to one-shot a hero when they go around the corner. That simply just isn't very nice. So I do think the cooldown could also be slightly increased on heroic might, but overall I still wish that they keep him pretty strong. I mean, he should be stronger than most characters, and he's needed for balancing reasons to kind of bring up the light side a little bit. So I really hope that they were not going to over-nerf him. And Ben specifically did say that they're doing balancing tweaks, not nerfs. So we'll see, but just please no more hero one-shotting from full health. That's all I'm really asking for. As for the future of the game, we have gotten a couple of comments here. First of all, Jay was asked on Twitter, "Hey man, does the team have a plan for what comes next after the new mode and reinforcements for Battlefront 2? I don't need to know specifics, just that stuff is coming. I'm really looking forward to the rest of 2019 if there is a plan." And all Jay said was yes. So that's good to have a confirmation again that stuff is actually coming after March. I know, like, last year they did announce that we're gonna get more content in 2019, but since then it's been pretty much completely quiet, which has really been scary, I would say, where I've almost thought that maybe they're just gonna cut the support after the large-scale game mode is out, but that seems like it's not the case. But still, we have no idea for how long they're gonna support the game and how much. I mean, technically, if they just release like one bug fix patch in April, they have still lived up to the promise, although it would be extremely disappointing. So we'll have to see, simply put. But in regards to an actual roadmap, Ben did respond saying, "I'm talking about Battlefield here," in response to another tweet, but also pushing to get the Battlefront roadmap out in March too. And I know Jay also said out on Discord that they were pushing to get it out in March, but it's not a guarantee. They're trying to get it out in March, but it could be later. I really hope they do get it out in March, because I think the worst thing is kind of if we go through March, we get the large-scale game mode, and then they still haven't gotten a roadmap out, which means we will be sitting there having no idea on what to expect in April, May, and so on. Sure, I could understand if they would want to maybe announce something at Star Wars Celebration, in April. That would be neat, like if they are actually gonna release like Ahsoka or Ventress, which I think has been like semi-data mined and teased for, I don't know, a year or something by now. That could definitely be something that would be cool to announce at Star Wars Celebration, but at that point maybe they could just say, oh, this is the roadmap for, I don't know, April, May, June, and we are gonna release 2 heroes or 1 hero, but they don't have to go into specifics about which hero it's gonna be, although a lot of us can still guess, if that makes sense, and then they can do the actual announcement at Star Wars Celebration. Something like that. The only thing I really fear is having that kind of blind spot where we don't know anything, where we just gonna sit there like, alright, is that it? What's next? That's why I'm really hoping that the roadmap update will be out by the end of March at least, so we know that something is coming and roughly how much and when it's gonna arrive, simply put. But yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.